So I'm fashionably late with something like this, but everyone keeps saying we can't take anything from this Giants game. So I'm kind of like, can we? And I think we actually might be able to, because obviously this was Cousins' best game of the year. Don't think anyone's gonna, disagree with that. And people are very quick to discard it just because, oh, it's the Giants, they're pretty weak, da 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 da, all that good stuff. But is there really the whole nothing that we can take away from this in terms of what we learned from them? Because I think we might be able to, and that's just balance and play calling. So, what I've done here is in the first other two wins that we've had, Cousins was a combined of the two games 23 of 31 for 272 yards, 11.8 average, two touches, no interceptions. Problem with that is that sounds like one game. He only attempted 31 passes in our other two wins. Where you compare that to last week's, he completed 22 of 27 for 306 and 11.3 average and two touchdowns. Now, that just sounds like two pretty good games. Like, that's the point, but that's three. And the other two wins that we had in weeks 1 and 3, they had a combined 76 carries for 383 yards, a 5.0 average with 6 touchdowns on the ground. And just to put that into perspective, you kind of see they averaged 38 runs in those other two wins to just 15 and a half pass attempts, which is ridiculous. And I think that's the reason that we can actually maybe take something away from this. And because they were only throwing the ball when they were forced to throw the ball. Like if it was 3rd and 6 up, they were throwing the ball. But if it wasn't that, it's Dalvin Cook, it's Alexander Madison, it's Thielen on a jet sweep. It's you're running the ball until you cannot run the ball. And to expect the passing game to have success when you're only running it when they're preparing for you, only throwing it for when they're preparing you to throw it, doesn't make any sense. And it's obviously going to struggle at that point because there's no threat of the run. It's completely off balance. It's just, they're just going to run until we stop two of the runs and they're going to be forced to throw. And then we can just pin our ears back on that down and just go get them. And you just kind of play coverage. Where last week we were kind of seeing more of the whole, maybe on 1st or 2nd down, we were seeing some more of those play action boots, things like that. Some stuff that we thought we would be seeing from the start of the year, but we didn't see until last week, which is the concerning part of that. It's until week 5, we don't see anything like that. But it was basically just Dalvin Cook otherwise. And I don't think there will always be that much success to be had. Obviously, things will not go right through the course of a year. We all know things happen, things don't go your way, all that whatnot. But I do think this is at least the formula of things to go farther. This is how it should probably look. This is how they were expecting it to look. And that was just the ideal version of it, so to speak. You know what I mean? So I just don't think it's easy to say we learned nothing from Minnesota this week. But had Minnesota ran 40 times for 200 from anywhere from 200 to 230 yards and Cousins only attempted 18 pass attempts at most, then I'd be we learned absolutely nothing. This just goes right in with their other two victories. But this one looked a little different, albeit against a weak team. But if you look at the other teams, they also weren't that strong, but they were just killing them with the run, no passing. So it's more of a play selection thing. And I know we still have to see it against stronger opponents. I'm not saying everything's all fixed, but I do think we actually have something to build on. I don't think it's true to say we've learned nothing from last week's game coming into this Philadelphia game this week on Sunday. So you know how it is. But I'd like to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like and subscribing always helps. Until next time, I bid y'all adieu.